Imagine this moment. You are standing at a window, watching the rain. You didn't ask it to start. You cannot command it to stop. It just is. It is a part of reality that exists independently of your wishes, plans, and mood. You can be angry at it for ruining your picnic. You can be upset that you'll have to get wet on your way home. You can curse the gray sky. But will any of that change anything? Will a single drop even hear you? This rain is a simple yet incredibly profound metaphor for our lives. Every day we face hundreds, thousands of such rains. A traffic jam when you're late for a crucial meeting. Sudden criticism from your boss. The illness of a loved one. The opinions others have of you. An economic crisis in the country. A past that can no longer be changed. And a future that has not yet arrived. We live inside a grand, all-encompassing illusion. The illusion of control. We think that if we just try hard enough, plan enough, worry enough, we can make the universe dance to our tune. We believe we can build a perfect life, like an architect builds a building from a blueprint, brick by brick, without a single mistake or surprise. We want to be the conductors of reality's orchestra, where every instrument plays strictly according to our sheet music. But reality is not an obedient orchestra. It is wild, untamed jazz. It is a force of nature, and trying to control it is the shortest path to anxiety, burnout, and deep unhappiness. Today, we will talk about the most liberating idea a person can ever learn. An idea that lies at the foundation of Stoic wisdom, Zen Buddhism, and modern psychotherapy. The idea is simple, but accepting it is a lifelong task. It goes like this. You don't control this. Accept it. Part 1. The Great Illusion of Control. Why do we cling so desperately to this illusion? The answer lies deep within our psychology and evolution. Our brain is a survival machine. For millennia, it learned to predict threats, find patterns, and control the environment to ensure safety. The ability to control fire, build shelters, and grow food is what allowed our species to survive and thrive. We associate control with safety, chaos, with death. This hardwiring is still active within us. But the world has changed. Today, a saber-toothed tiger isn't waiting for us around the corner, but our brain reacts to an angry email from a client or a social media post with the same panic. It perceives any uncertainty as a threat and activates the fight-or-flight mode. And fighting in the modern world often means trying to control everything. We create to-do lists that are 10 pages long. We plan our vacations down to the minute. We try to predict another person's reaction to our words. We double-check if the door is locked 10 times. We refresh our news feed every 5 minutes, trying to control the flow of information. We want to control our weight, our appearance, our aging. We want to control the feelings and thoughts of our partners, children, and friends. We want them to be happy, but only in the way we understand happiness. This thirst for control is also fueled by modern culture. Become the best version of yourself. You can do anything. Visualize success and it will come. We are sold the idea of limitless possibilities, but they forget to mention that a large part of life is outside our influence. We are not gods. We are merely humans, floating in a vast, unpredictable ocean. The illusion of control gives us a temporary sense of comfort. It seems that if we have thought of everything, we are protected from pain and disappointment. But this is a trap, because as soon as reality, and it always does, makes its adjustments, our fragile construction shatters. The meeting is canceled. The loved one says no. The plan fails. And then we experience not just disappointment. We experience shock, anger, a sense of injustice, and personal failure. How could this be? I foresaw everything. We blame ourselves, others, the whole world. But the only thing at fault was our initial premise, the belief that we could control it. Part 2. The Price We Pay. The constant struggle to control the uncontrollable is an incredibly energy-draining process. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You expend colossal effort, tensing every muscle, but the moment you loosen your grip, the ball shoots to the surface with force. So, what is the bill this illusion hands us? First, it's chronic anxiety and stress. Our brain is in a constant state of threat anticipation. We run future scenarios in our heads, trying to foresee all possible problems. What if I fail the presentation? What if he leaves me? What if I get sick? This what if becomes the background noise of our lives. We live not in the present moment, but in a fabricated, anxious future that we are trying to fix in advance. This leads to nervous system exhaustion, sleep problems, and panic attacks. Second, it's burnout. All our mental and emotional energy is spent fighting windmills. We waste our strength worrying about things that don't depend on us: the weather, the political situation, our boss's mood. As a result, we have no resources left for what is truly important and what we can change: our work, our creativity, caring for ourselves and our loved ones. We feel tired, empty, and apathetic. Third, it's damaged relationships. The desire to control other people is the surest way to push them away. No one wants to be a puppet. When we try to dictate to our partner how to live, what to feel, and what to do, we are not showing care, but mistrust and disrespect for their personality. We give unsolicited advice, criticize, and get offended when our expectations are not met. This creates conflict, resentment, and distances us from each other. Healthy relationships are built on freedom and acceptance, not control. And finally, fourth, it's the inability to enjoy life. When you are constantly focused on making sure everything goes according to plan, you miss out on life itself. You don't notice the beauty of the sunset because you're worried about tomorrow. You can't enjoy a conversation with a friend because you're replaying work problems in your head. Life becomes not a journey full of discoveries, but a series of tasks to be completed and risks to be averted. Joy, spontaneity, wonder, all of it disappears, pushed out by anxiety and tension. Think honestly, how much of your energy goes into worrying about what others think of you? Into regrets about the past? Into fear of the future? Into trying to change people who don't want to change? Imagine if all that energy were liberated. What could you do with it? Part 3. The dichotomy of control, reclaiming your power. And here we come to the most important part. To the key that unlocks the prison of anxiety. This key is the wisdom formulated 2,000 years ago by Stoics like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. They called it the dichotomy of control. The idea is brilliantly simple. All things in the world are divided into two categories: those within our power and those not within our power. Our happiness and peace of mind, the Stoics said, depend solely on our ability to distinguish between these two categories and act accordingly. So what is not within our power? Almost everything. Our body, we cannot command it not to age or get sick. Our possessions, they can be lost or stolen. Our reputation, it depends on the opinions of other people. The results of our actions, we can prepare perfectly for an exam but still get a bad grade due to a sudden headache. The weather, the economy, other people, the past, the future, all of this is outside our power. So what is left? What in this world is truly ours? The Stoics answer: our judgments, our aspirations, our desires, and most importantly, our reactions. Let's break this down. You don't control the event, but you control your interpretation of it. A traffic jam is not terrible or the end of the world. It's just a traffic jam. It's your judgment that makes it terrible. You can choose the interpretation: this is a disaster, I'll be late, I'll get fired, and plunge into stress. Or you can choose another: okay, I'm in traffic. It's unpleasant, but not fatal. I'll let them know I'm delayed and listen to a podcast. The event is the same, the reaction is different. In that gap between stimulus and response lies our freedom. You don't control the actions of other people, but you control your own actions. You can't make your boss appreciate you, but you can do your job to the best of your ability. You can't make your partner love you, but you can be a loving and worthy person. You can't stop the rain, but you can take an umbrella. Our focus should not be on the outcome, which doesn't depend on us, but on the process, on our efforts, which are entirely within our power. You don't control your automatic emotions, but you control how you respond to them. A feeling of anger, fear, or resentment can arise spontaneously. It's biochemistry. You can't order yourself to not be angry, but you can choose what to do with that anger. You can yell at someone, slam the door, and ruin a relationship. Or you can take a deep breath, count to 10, and say, I need a moment to cool down. Let's talk later. Emotion is a signal, not a command to act. This is the true reclamation of power. Power is not about controlling the world. Power is about controlling yourself. It's about ceasing to be a weather vane that turns with every gust of wind from others' opinions and circumstances, and becoming a rock against which the waves crash. The waves come and go, but the rock remains. Part 4. The art of acceptance. What it really is. When we hear the word acceptance, we often confuse it with passivity, resignation, or defeatism. We think that to accept is to give up, to throw in the towel and let life do whatever it wants with us. But this is a fundamental misunderstanding. Acceptance is not passivity. but an active acknowledgement of reality as it is right now. It doesn't mean you have to like what is happening. It doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for better. Acceptance is the starting point for any constructive change. You cannot solve a problem if you deny its existence. You cannot plot a route from point A to point B if you don't know where point A is. Acceptance is ending the pointless war with reality. Imagine you've fallen into quicksand. Your instinct is to struggle, to try to force your way out. But the more you resist, the deeper you sink. The only way to save yourself is to stop fighting, to lie flat on the surface to increase your area, and to move slowly, calmly towards solid ground. Acceptance is that action. It is the wise cessation of struggle where it is counterproductive. To accept is to say, yes, it is raining now. My feet are wet, I am cold. This is a fact. And only after this acknowledgement can you ask yourself a constructive question. What can I do about it? Go into a cafe to warm up? Buy dry socks? Call a friend and laugh about the situation? Acceptance is about shifting energy from, why did this happen to me? And this shouldn't have happened, to what now? To accept your past is not to justify or forget it. It is to recognize that it has already happened and it has made you who you are. You cannot rewrite it, but you can learn its lessons and stop dragging it behind you like a heavy suitcase. To accept yourself is not to give up on growth. It is to love and respect yourself right now, with all your flaws and imperfections, and from that state of love and acceptance, begin to work on yourself. To accept another person is not to agree with everything they do. It is to recognize their right to be different with their own thoughts, feelings, and path. Acceptance is liberating. It lifts the unbearable burden of responsibility for the entire universe from our shoulders. It allows us finally to exhale. Part 5. Practical steps to liberation. So how do we learn this art? How do we move from theory to practice? It doesn't happen overnight. It is a daily training of awareness. Here are a few tools that can help. The circles of control practice. Take a piece of paper and draw a small circle in the center and a larger one around it. In the small circle, write down everything you can 100% control right now. Your breath, your posture, the words you choose, the decision to drink a glass of water. You'll be surprised how few things end up in this circle. In the large circle, write down everything that worries you but that you cannot directly influence. The weather, traffic, the global economy. What a colleague will think of you. The past. This simple visualization helps to shift your focus. Every time you start to feel anxious, ask yourself, in which circle is the subject of my worry? If it's in the outer circle, let it go. If it's in the inner one, Act 2. Cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be in the present moment without judgment. Meditation is the best training for this skill. Sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes a day and simply observe your breath. Thoughts will come and go. Don't cling to them. Don't fight them. Just watch them like clouds in the sky. This practice teaches us to create that very gap between stimulus and response. It helps us understand that you are not your thoughts and not your emotions. You are the one who observes them. Journaling. Write down your experiences. It's especially useful to do this during moments of high stress. Describe the situation. Describe your feelings. Then ask yourself questions. What in this situation do I not control? What can I control? What would be my wisest and most constructive next step? Journaling helps to organize the chaos in your head and look at the situation from the outside. The practice of reframing. Our brain is prone to negativity. We notice the bad and ignore the good. Reframing is the conscious effort to change the frame through which we view the world. Instead of, this is horrible, I'm stuck in traffic. Try saying, I have an extra 30 minutes to listen to my favorite music. Instead of, my project was criticized, I'm a failure. I received valuable feedback that will help me get better. This isn't self-deception. It's finding another, more useful truth. In almost any situation, you can find something to be grateful for or a lesson to be learned. The principle of amor fati, love of fate. This is perhaps the highest form of acceptance, spoken of by the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Amor fati is not just accepting everything that happens, but loving it. It is the deep understanding that all events in our life, both good and bad, are necessary parts of our unique path. It is the ability to say yes to all of life without exceptions, not to wish for anything to be different. I want everything to be exactly as it is. This doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for goals. It means you should love the process itself, the journey, with all its unexpected turns. Part 6. The New Freedom. What happens when we genuinely embrace this idea and begin to practice it in our lives? A transformation occurs. Anxiety fades. When you realize you don't have to control everything in the universe, a huge weight falls from your shoulders. You stop fighting with reality and start collaborating with it. You become like an experienced surfer who doesn't try to stop the wave but uses its energy to glide upon it. Inner resilience appears. You are no longer dependent on external circumstances for your happiness. Your peace of mind can no longer be shattered by a harsh word or a bad day. Your center is within you. You become psychologically invulnerable. Relationships improve. By letting go of the need to control others, you give them the greatest gift, the freedom to be themselves. And in return, they begin to draw closer to you. Relationships built on trust and acceptance are far deeper and stronger than those based on control and expectations. A vast amount of energy is released. All the energy that went into worrying, fighting, and regretting is now at your disposal. You can direct it toward creativity, achieving real goals, helping others, or simply enjoying the moment. You begin to truly live. Not in the past or the future, but here and now. You start to notice the small joys, to appreciate what you have. Life ceases to be a problem to be solved and becomes a mystery to be lived. Conclusion, let's return to our rain. It is still raining. It hasn't changed. You have. You no longer see it as an enemy. You see it as a part of life, a part of the great, incomprehensible dance of being. You understand that you cannot control it, and in that understanding lies your freedom. Letting go of control isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of the greatest wisdom and strength. It is an act of trust in life. It is the courageous decision to focus on the only thing you truly have, yourself, your inner world. This doesn't mean your life will become perfect. There will still be storms and thunderstorms. There will be pain and disappointment. But you will meet them differently, not as a victim of circumstances, but as the conscious creator of your reaction to them. Start small. Today, notice one thing you are trying to control but cannot. A colleague's opinion, the weather outside, the line at the store, and mentally tell yourself, I don't control this. I accept it. I let it go. Feel a gentle sense of relief wash over your body. This is the beginning of the path. A path to peace, strength, and genuine freedom. Thank you for being with me in this reflection. If these words resonated with you, share in the comments what one thing you are trying to let go of right now. Let's support each other on this journey. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new deep conversations. And remember, your power lies not in controlling the world, but in controlling yourself.